Hi, and welcome to the hyzerflight review. Today we're going to be looking at the 2021 Resistance Discs Open held at the Trojan Lake Disc Golf Course in Rainier, Oregon. This is a historic Oregon course with 12 of the 18 holes interacting with water in some meaningful way. So there'll be a lot of OB and water carries that the players had to navigate this weekend. On top of that, there was constant rain on day 3 of the tournament. So as many of you know, Adam Hammes dominated the field, winning comfortably by 7 strokes. We're going to look at how he did it and also dive into some highlights and stats to see if anything interesting stands out. So there were 2 big tournaments happening this weekend. This one and then the Utah Open, which was essentially a practice tournament for Worlds, where Emerson Keith won and Ricky Wysocki came close behind in second. We'll get a lot more action on that course next weekend for Worlds, so I wanted to cover this tournament instead. So let's jump right into it. This week I'm trying something different with this video. I wanted to include some day-by-day highlights. So my criteria for choosing the clips for this segment is not just to highlight great shots or bad shots, but to pick the most meaningful shots of the tournament. So basically ones that influence the outcome for players that were in contention to win. So while there were other great players on the feature cards, I really wanted to just include people that were fighting for the win. And since it was kind of a one-sided tournament, there wasn't a ton of action to work with, but we can really dig into how Adam was able to walk away with the win. So let's get into it. All right, we are on round 1. This is hole 3, Adam's second shot, and it's just a beautiful forehand there to save his par. So we'll skip on to hole 7. As you can see, Nate and Adam are both tied at 4 under, but Sexton goes OB right off the tee, and Adam corrects the mistake and capitalizes. And Adam ends up with a birdie, starting to gain on the field, and Nate double bogeys the hole. So immediately after, we're on hole 8 now. Adam goes OB right off of the tee. And misses the long putt narrowly. Though Scott Withers with a great step putt from right outside the circle to get himself a birdie. And Nate also with a great putt to recover. So this is hole 9, second shot. Scott Withers with an awesome hyzer over the road. You can tell he knows this course well. Puts it down right next to the basket. And Nate trying to copy that line. Does the same. So Adam has a much longer look for birdie and drains it. That is elite putting. So this is on the island hole 12. Adam turns it over right off of the tee, but gets himself a lucky kick there to stay in bounds. Nate Sexton slips on the tee and goes out of bounds on hole 12. And Withers, great putting, starting to pick up steam himself. He's 6 under. And Nate ends up bogeying that one. So hole 16, Withers is only 1 stroke behind Adam. Off the tee, turns over the forehand, and ends up OB. Adam once again correcting the mistake with a park job. And Nate does the same. So we are already on to round 2. This is a great lead card. Adam is in the lead, but these guys are really not too far behind. Adam starting off with a rocket forehand right off the tee. A nice skip on the hard pan ground. And picks up the only birdie on the card. We're moving on to hole 3. Adam again with another dart on this tunnel shot. We've got Big Germ taking the big wide hyzer line. And it doesn't pan out for him. The Withers is able to pick up the birdie with a nice putt, staying in contention. Adam also picks up the birdie. Germ with the double bogey, and Nate with the par. So we're skipping ahead to hole 9. Second shot again. Withers trying to repeat the one from last round, and does so perfectly. And Adam does the same. So on hole 12, the island hole, Germ going with a thumber and nearly spikes the basket. Withers also liking that thumber, though slightly off to the right, he stays in bounds. And then Adam does the same thing as round 1, turns it over a bit much, and it gets the kick back in bounds once again. And right there, another awesome birdie putt from Scott Withers. So hole 15, this is Adam's second shot. A beautiful forehand, picking up the only birdie on that hole on the card. So the next hole, this is Adam's circle's edge bid. Drains it for the birdie. On to round 3. This was a rainy day, and Adam is starting to pull away from the field here. Hole 3, once again, just a laser right down the middle. So this was interesting. Hole 4, the young Cole into the water. Tim Barham into the water. And then Scott on dry land but off right. And then of course Adam nearly perfect. Really, really impressive. You can tell he's feeling himself, pulling away. Kicks off the tree though on hole 9. And Scott with a nice birdie putt there. And then hole 10, Adam is picking up a birdie while Scott picks up a bogey, and that is pretty much it at that point. This is skipping to hole 18. Adam putting it in there, and it was a dominant victory for him this weekend. So we're looking at the end of tournament player stats. Normally I would just look at the top 5 players this weekend, but Ben Callaway is worth noting. Finished 6th place despite going OB 11 times and putting 76% from Circle 1X. Off the tee though, he was amazing, gaining 17 strokes on the field tee to green. His power enabled him to reach the circle on some of the longer par 3s on the course. So tied for 4th place was Tim Barham with an all-around solid performance. He was great on the putting green, draining 96% of his Circle 1X putts. That is tied with Adam Hannes. So in 4th place, also tied for 4th place, was Nate Sexton. It was a really consistent and steady weekend for him, which is kind of his forte. He did end the tournament with a 0% successful scramble rate, which may have hindered him from a higher finish. In 3rd place, we had Big Germ, Jeremy Colling. It was kind of similar to Ben Callaway. He was fantastic off the tee, gaining 15 strokes on the field tee to green, but was held back by going OB 8 times. He did scramble well and was solid putting from circle 2. In second place was Scott Withers. He was solid in all of the categories. He drove well, he putted well, he stayed away from OB for the most part. You can tell as a former champion of this event that he has a great feel for this course and knows the best lines to take. And then of course in first place was Adam Hammis. He was unsurprisingly 96% from circle 1X. He only had 2 OB strokes, which was the lowest out of the field, and he was also just all around really good off the tee. With his recent win at the Masters Cup, Adam is heading into Worlds with a ton of momentum, and I'd say he's one of the players in contention for the title if he can continue to stay from the out of bounds and putting at such an impressive rate. So that's all I got for you guys today on the hyzerflight review. Thank you so much for being here and giving me your time to watch this video. I'm still trying to improve quality of content, quality of sound, quality of video. I'm trying to make these better and improve every time I make one, so I appreciate you guys giving me the time and watching. If you like this video and would like to see more content like this in the future, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And that's all I've got. Thank you so much. Have a great one.